I do while disabled is solve unique problems that no one else has had to solve before, because everything I do is unique and special.
I've been mentoring Eric for months on how to make his business more profitable. Then he told me something that changed everything. Public company CEOs, they would say that what you're telling me is not possible, that you're never going to vibe code a CRM for your business.
That happens once a month where I get told by somebody like, no one's ever wanted that before, or no one's ever even thought about asking for that.
He's ditching billion-dollar SaaS companies to build his own custom software with AI. This strategy is going to unlock millions of dollars for people, and nobody even knows it yet.
I think it's just a matter of time.
Before we get into what Eric's doing with AI, let me show you where this all started. When we first talked, Eric was obsessed with the business model that I hated.
My name is Eric Lepton. I'm the CEO of Lifesaver Pool Fence. The company was started by my parents, Robert and Ruth Lepton, in 1987 in their garage. My mom used to sew the border of the mesh pool safety fencing in the garage, and then all night long throughout the night. My dad had a paper route he'd get up for at like 3 o'clock in the morning. They'd say hi to each other, and then he would use that paper route as their advertising budget. And then when the sun came up, my mom would get me and my infant brother Chris up and ready for the day, and she'd take care of him and send me off to school. I have cerebral palsy. I use a wheelchair, so she had to deal with those challenges as well. And she ran the office and did the admin work, and behind the scenes stuff, and answered the phones. And while Dad went out and tried to sell pool fences, and if he sold one, he'd come back to the garage and make it and then go back out and install it. They continued on that way for a while until they were able to generate enough revenue to get a little warehouse and hire some employees. And then in the early 90s, they had a family friend, Bill and Marcia Kerr. And the Kerrs had lost their son, Cody, to a backyard drowning. So they decided they wanted to take what we do, which is the mesh pool safety fencing, which the primary purpose of the product is to prevent children drowning, and take that to California, be our first dealers, essentially. And so they wanted to do it as both as a business, but also to stop other families from experiencing their story. From there, we started setting up dealers around the country. And fast forward a bunch of years, and I started working here in the office as a summer job in between years of high school. And then I dropped out of high school. When I was a junior year, I did what I call my real world MBA. And I decided that, this was probably a better path to learning about how to run a business than going to school for it. And my parents agreed. 2003, I was 21. My dad decided to join my mom in retirement and wanted me to take over running the business, which I thought was a brilliant idea at the time, because I was 21 years old. And David, I don't know if you've ever been 21 years old, but I thought I knew everything. So this was obviously a cakewalk. In retrospect, I don't know what he was thinking. I have a 21-year-old neighbor who's supposed to take my trash out twice a week for me, and he can't do that, right? So I have no idea what the plan was there, but here we are. When I took it over, we were doing sub 7 figures, under $1 million a year. We had some dealers and, a handful of employees. I was the only office employee. And now, we're doing, last year we did over 14 million. Wow. I'm in the middle of about 20,000 feet of warehousing space. That's where I'm sitting right now. There's about 100 people every day that put on a Lifesaver shirt before they go to work. And, a mix of franchisees, dealers.
Why are you so sold that franchising is the right model for you?
Because we've been able to get new franchises at a good clip, and the new franchisees perform so much better than the dealers do. But
what if you took the same approach, but the dealers, giving them the training, and then using your marketing spend or whatever to go out and generate more leads that you can then pass off to those dealers? Would you not have the same outcome?
So another thing that we get out of the franchising is that we have a lot more control of how they operate. So, like I said, I've been dealing with dealers for 35 years, right? And getting a dealer to do something as basic as wrap his vehicle has been a nightmare, right? Or getting them to advertise on Google has been pulling teeth. Getting them to
I understand. Yeah. I understand all that, but let's play devil's advocate a little bit. Of your 9 million of revenue, or 909.4 million if you're going to include your franchise fees, how much revenue in the last year did you make from the franchisees?
From their purchases or from
their purchases and fees?
Like
what is the breakdown?
Yeah, the breakdown. So we probably did, and I should know it off the top of my head, but we're transitioning. Don't ever switch accounting softwares. It's been a effing nightmare. I've used Sage 50 my entire life, and then I don't want to say strong armed, but over and over again told that we should.
You're avoiding my question because you don't want to answer. So what is like how much do you think
I think of it. Yeah, I think we will probably do about 3 million of that is